You know, it's Halloween. I guess everyone's entitled to one good scare.
I'm your number one fan.
Have you checked the children?
Be very.
When you live it now, Nancy.
So clocking in at number 13 is, and I hate to say this is number 13 because it's such an iconic scene, right? But we have Friday the 13th, New Blood, the sleeping bag person kill.
Wait, is that part 7?
Part 7. The New Blood, part 7. They had like a million.
You said part 7?
They have a million. Listen, it's not an extensive list. We're going to try. But this is a great scene. I don't even know if this chick had a name, but I know for sure she at least showed her tits like 4 times before she died.
Isn't that the chick who is like, come and get me, you
That's
big
it.
fuck
Come
of a
and
man.
get you.
This is going to be good.
Yeah. Jason knows how to treat the ladies. That's
He
for
does.
sure. Yeah.
He does.
Okay, you big hunk of a man, come and get me. Dan? Dan, what are you doing?
Welcome back, and you know what? Now it's time to pick mine. Now, your Jason one, the sleeping bag, that was good if you're a teenage girl. But the one I got now, this is scary. I'm saying it's Killer Clowns from Outer Space, baby. The security guard. How can you not? How can you not?
You know, it was. You know, I guess I'll count it because it was like multiple killers instead of just one.
Yes.
But yeah, there's like 8 of them in a clown car.
But the dude gets melted by ice cream, bro.
It is pretty awesome. And he has that famous line.
Oh, yes. And what is it?
What are you gonna do with them pies, boys? The best part of the scene, to me, is Punchy at the end putting the cherry on top of the
Would you say it's the cherry on top of the scene?
cherry on top of the sundae. That's what it was.
Oh, man. What a sweet scene.
What are you going to do with those pies, boys?
Well, so next up I have probably one of the most iconic horror scenes ever. And nobody really talks about it anymore, but it's such a good scene. It's scary, and it's kind of campy now, but it's still scary. I'm talking about Alien, The Death of Cain.
Yes.
There's something about something protruding from your chest cavity that is just absolutely scary.
I'll tell you what it is. It's the fact that that scene is so quiet. They're like having dinners.
They're having fun, yeah.
They're having dinner. They're all like eating, and then Kane is like, oh man, like and they're like, oh, come on, baby, the food's not that bad.
Indigestion.
You got Yafet Kodo saying, come on, baby, have some more of this.
Oh, it's great. And I'll tell you, because he escaped the face hugger, so you don't really see, like, you don't really understand the implications of what that face hugger could have done, but then we see it.
The only thing, though, is every time I see the scene now, I always think of Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Hello, my ragtime girl.
Right now, picking food.
You just know you know what it's made of.
No, man. I don't want to talk about what it's made of. I'm eating this. What's the matter? The food ain't that bad, baby.
Eat your patrons. What?
Oh, God!
Oh, no. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
All right. Yeah, that was good. Alien was a good pick.
Alien's
Alien
good.
was a good pick. But
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna say this one scared the crap out of me as a kid. Pet Cemetery Judd.
Judd.
Yeah,
The
dude.
foot.
Yeah.
The foot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my foot
I-
hurts.
I don't know about you, but I still cannot walk around a bed without looking under first.
Yeah, the fucking monsters and Evil Dead kids.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. No, the scene was the scene was horrifying.
Yes.
And it's weird, like, seeing this little doll hand with a scalpel in it, slicing through. It's like, is it real or cake?
But still, you think about it. You ever bruise your Achilles tendon?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Could you imagine it getting sliced?
Sliced open?
And then his mouth.
Oh.
And then you're like, that was gross.
It was
and
great.
then the freaking cherry on top.
The bite.
The bite of the Adam's apple.
Yeah.
Not just the neck, the Adam's apple. He eats his Adam's apple.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
It was great.
Gage. He's not a great kid.
He's engaged.
Where did you...
My absolute favorite horror franchise ever in the history of anything is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah,
Love
Freddy
it.
Krueger. How can you go wrong?
Every single one of Freddy's kills, just to me, are just like magic. But probably there's two in this movie that I really, really like. The first one is Philip
Oh, from 3.
from 3.
That's Dream Warrior. No, Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors.
Masters? Yeah, Dream Warriors.
right? Dream
Yeah.
Warriors? Tell us in the comments. I'm pretty sure it's Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors.
Great. Yeah, 80s campy songs. It was great.
Dude, yes.
But Philip gets he gets strung up because he's a puppet.
Yeah, he's.
So he gets this string of puppet thing going on.
But it's his tendons,
his
right?
tendons.
It's his tendons coming
Oh!
out, and like the part when it's like coming out of his foot.
Oh, it's so fucking gross. And it's weird because the orderlies in that place aren't very efficient. Like if I saw some dude like
He walking like this, and this chick's like,
oh, he's having that juggling dream again.
and I like how his roommate was like, Philip,
Yeah.
Philip, wake up,
Have a nice
stroll, asshole.
And you may recognize that guy from. No, you won't. Never mind. It's the same guy.
Were you thinking of Lawrence Fishburne?
I am not Lawrence Fishburne. No.
So who is that? His roommate was Samuel L. Jackson. You
No,
racist bastard.
I was gonna say it was.
God, you're racist.
I was gonna say it was.
Comment below.
It was the dude from Alien 3. That's what I was gonna say. Or no, the dude from Aliens. The same guy from Aliens. That's the same
Yeah.
guy. No, but he was in Nightmare 6.
April.
That's why I was thinking about. Yeah, but it's not the same guy. I know, we're gonna cut that whole thing.
We're gonna cut that whole thing out because I don't know what I said.
The best part about it was. The best part about it was Freddy at the end when you see him like over like the tower, kind of like doing his
Yeah,
thing with
pulling the strings.
terrifying.
Yes.
Finally cuts it and then boom goes the dynamite.
Yes.
Awesome scene.
Good pick.
Philip, wake up. Have a nice stroll, asshole.
What are you doing? Hey, come on, man. What, are you crazy?
Oh shit! What's he doing? Get out! Get out! Philip! Philip!
Joey, what's the matter?
All right. So you brought in Freddy. You brought in Freddy, but I'm going to throw in one. Now, this kind of comes in at the 70s. You know, I know we're kind of doing
not
80s
retro
and 90s
now.
But The Omen. The photographer decapitation scene.
Oh, I thought you were gonna, because everybody knows the scene with the lady jumping off the building.
No, I'm
You're
talking about the photographer.
the
That is
okay.
my favorite death in that movie.
Oh, that head just goes flying.
Well, dude, like, okay, the fact that makes that so great to me is the fact that how the head bounces on that
Yeah.
sheet of glass.
Yeah.
And that's a real sheet of glass that they shot at that dummy.
Yeah.
And just how, like, that head just went boom, 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 and then just landed, and you're just like, it's so fast, but it's so like,
That was scary. It was really scary. And you know what? And I think it's one of those things, like in the 70s and stuff. This is just like right after like The Exorcist and stuff comes out. A lot of people are doing all these demonic movies. Nobody really showed gore as much. You know what I mean? The Omen was really shocking with the way it showed that
The
gore.
Omen had a lot of great kills, and
Awesome.
this is one of my favorites.
Yeah. Good pick.
Thank you.
You got your head on right.
Got my head on right.
In the world of CGI, we often get lost in the fact of back in the day, people really had to do actual effects with like makeup and practical effects.
And like toothpaste and stuff.
There is no greater example of that than The Thing.
Oh, yes. John Carpenter, baby.
John
yes.
Carpenter. Amazing movies anyway, but The Thing was just so especially well done, just the amount of practical effects it has on it. And I will say, and it's probably very well, this is the consensus, the best death in there has to relate with Cooper.
Oh, yeah. That's when he, like, is getting
Claire!
defibrillated. Yeah. And then,
Oh,
dude. And then when the craziest part of that is when the head, like, decapitates itself from the
Yeah.
body, and you just see, like, the skin stretching.
so nasty.
Oh, it's so
nasty.
gross. But
it was so well done. Yeah. And then, and the whole scene to follow wasn't just like the death. It was them fighting with the flamethrower and
Yes.
everything else and seeing it crawling around and it just,
Yeah, it turned into a spider, and, and it had, like, little antennas.
freaky, man. Freaky. But great scene. Absolutely great scene. Stop. You're scaring me now.
Clear.
Clear.
gotta be fucking kidding.
All right, so you had to use the thing.
Yeah.
You know, that was actually one of my picks. And when you said, "Oh yeah, I'm doing this one," I'm like, God
That's
damn,
okay.
this
It's
guy-
got to be mine. It's got to be mine.
But I think I got you beat.
Okay.
I think I got you beat. Child's Play 2, Chucky. When he gets,
Chucky's death.
When he gets melted. Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
So good. There was something about, and I remember seeing that in the theater, because he died like 4 times in that film.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
But yeah, to see him like get stuck with his knife hand.
Yes.
To get stuck in the vent and then look up and go.
Yeah. And then what was the kid's name?
Andy.
Andy. And then Andy just looks at him and goes, "Bam!
Fuck you."
And
Yeah.
hits him with the hot wax.
So good.
Oh,
So
or
good.
not wax. It was plastic.
It was like plastic. It was melted plastic.
Oh.
That's how they molded all the Chucky dolls. Yeah, it was
Yes.
great. And then you'd think that'd be it. Well, that wasn't it.
And then he comes back.
He comes
and then,
back.
what's her face steps on his head.
Kyle. No, she fucking puts the hose.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she puts the hose in his mouth. And
Oh.
then, oh, yeah. And then there's bits all over the place.
I love it too because you can see it like it raining down Chucky guts on
Yes.
Andy and Kyle.
And they're like got it in her hair.
So
and you
good.
just, oh man, yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, beat that one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, beat that one.
I'll try, but he was a good guy.
Got you now, Andy. And you know what I'm gonna do to you? I'm gonna cut off your legs, too.
Kyle! 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 Kyle, wake up! Kyle! Come on! Come on! Oh, God. What did you do to him? All right, Andy. You son of a bitch!
Hellraiser was a horribly scary movie.
Oh,
way
dude.
ahead of its time. Clive
Yes.
Barker is a fucking deranged dude.
Dude.
He's like way worse than John Carpenter in many aspects. He doesn't like there's no like I don't know, gray area with him. It has to be like absolutely horrifying or nothing, you know?
But did you hear how he did Hellraiser? Like he went to like the like red light district down in New York and saw like all like the crazy like gruesome sex like stuff. And that's how he got Hellraiser.
I had no idea.
Because if you watch the movie, what are the Cenobites about? They're about creating pleasure, right?
Sure.
And it's like your darkest pleasures. That's where he got that shit from.
Yes.
So could you imagine you're walking down the street and some guy's getting his nipples twisted and shit? He's like, "That's a good idea.
Somebody needs to make a movie about this.
This is great. What's your name, sir? Pinhead? Yes."
Well, then you explain to me where he got the idea for Frank.
Oh, dude,
so scary.
Frank is such an iconic character.
It's
in
a great
horror movies.
character.
And the fact that now at this scene when he died, he was wearing his brother's flesh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember he was all creepy about it because like prior to this, he was like, "Come to daddy.
Come to daddy." So fucking scary.
So
you imagine
creepy.
like a little girl, like a little teenage girl, like come to daddy.
Come to daddy. And it's your dad?
It's your actual dad?
But it's really your uncle?
Yeah. This is from were you in Alabama?
It's so great.
Shout out to all our Alabama subscribers. Appreciate that. But the way that Frank dies at the end here
Yes.
is just so incredibly horrifying because you just see everything. You see close-ups of the hooks going into his skin.
Yes.
And then his face getting stretched out.
Dude, he's stretched. And what does he say when his face is all stretched?
Jesus wet.
Yes. And the way he says, like the way you see him say wet, is just like, it's like watching someone say moist.
That makes me moist.
It makes me moist.
Yep. Frank got torn apart, and that was the end of Hellraiser. But God, that was such a good scene.
Such a great death. Good pick.
Thank you.
No. We had to hear it from your own lips. This isn't for your eyes.
You set me up, bitch.
Jesus wept.
Okay. Hellraiser. Good job.
Good job.
Good pick. Mm-hmm. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Take your pick.
Kirk.
The first death in
The
Texas Chainsaw.
first death, baby. Yes. Okay. Let me just tell you about this scene. You go over to your next door neighbor's house, you know, and you're walking in. You're like, hello, hello, and you hear like a pig squealing from like this room, and you see like all these heads, right? So you go in, and all of a sudden, this dude wearing a woman's face, smacks you on the head with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
And the way he like twitches.
Yeah.
He twitches. He twitches, and then Leatherface just grabs him, pulls him like a slab of meat, and then closes the door.
Yeah, there's something, and I'll tell you what's horrifying about this. There's no like real music, like jumpy ass music
nothing.
to it. It's literally just like you
It's
just
him.
see him enter the shot, give him the sledgehammer, and then pull him away and close the door. But yeah, it's very scary because I think there's this quietness about it, almost like I don't know, say like you're on edge because it's a horror film, but the fact they didn't have any like real special like sound effects or music to it
Nothing.
added to the horror like 100%.
Yes.
Horrifying scene. Absolutely
Yes.
horrifying scene. Yeah, Kirk beam me up.
Yeah, he got beamed somewhere.
He got beamed to fucking.
Got beamed on a hook.
Hello?
Day of the Dead is a very iconic film.
Oh, okay.
I'd say even like it's maybe teetering off of retro and more into like the classics, but definitely an iconic film. I would say there's no other character more deserving to die than Captain Rhodes.
I was about to say, I know you're going to say Captain Rhodes.
Such a good scene.
Oh, it's great.
What makes it for me is when he realized. So first of all, we all want him to die anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So him running away and getting like shot at and all that, and when he finally sees he seeks refuge and he sees all these monsters coming in.
Yes.
It wasn't as horrifying as it was like satisfying to see him like lay down and finally get that acceptance of him being torn apart.
Yes.
And the line, what does he say in the line?
I think he says, choke on it!
Choke on it!
But my favorite is when he's getting eaten.
Yeah.
You just see the other zombie that was shooting at him. He goes,
oh, that's great.
And it was great because that zombie looked like a wrestling fan that would come to our show.
I'll tell you, Mark. Yeah, it's totally Mark. Yeah.
It's like, I'm surprised you weren't wearing like a David E. Jones shirt or something.
But Captain Rhodes is great. He's definitely not half the man he used to be.
Come on. Come on! Shit!
film.
I'm done. I'm done fucking around.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm done fucking around.
Yeah.
You want a gruesome scene?
Yeah.
I got a gruesome scene for you. Zombie 2, Paola.
So this is the same movie that chick from Throw Mama from the Train got her basketball smashed in her face. Why wouldn't you pick that one?
Dude, okay.
You had to pick the most unnerving fucking death scene in the world.
Okay, I'm going to say, like, Italian horror, dude, like, they know horror. That shit was creepy. And this scene is so gross because it teases the entire time you're watching the scene.
Yes.
It teases the eye.
Yes.
You see her eye in the light, and you see like the eye like almost missing like the splintered wood a couple of times. And you're like, they're not going to give it to us. They're not going to give it to us. And then when you actually see it, and you see the splinter going into her eyes,
You know, there's something about, like, you ever had like those ice creams that have like the wooden sticks on them? You know what I mean? Like you eat them like it's like a Klondike bar, but it has like a wooden stick in it. You know, so you eat the wooden stick and you could taste the wood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
get that. That's how I felt watching this scene.
Yes.
This splinter of this. I hate splinters anyway, but you can feel a splinter when it goes in. It feels like dirty wood. You know, you feel what dirty wood feels like.
Yes.
Can you imagine that son of a bitch in your eye?
in your eye.
And the close-up of it, the fucking nerve of these people. To give you a close-up of something just so incredibly horrifying.
Yes.
That was disgusting. That was fucking gross. I'll probably never forgive you for this one.
Hey, you know what? I told you I was gonna win this. I was gonna win this.
Okay, it's time for number one.
Let's see what number one is.
The most iconic, best horror film death ever in the history of anything. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, again, Jennifer.
Oh,
Yes!
yes!
I love it. I never watched TV the same way again.
Dude!
There's something about this scene that was just so incredibly creative to go in and like have literally Freddy become part of the TV.
Yes!
And the line that he gives when he says like, "Welcome to prime time, bitch."
Yes!
Horrifying.
And I love the little talk show that's on.
Oh, with Zsa Zsa Devore or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking certainly.
And then I just love how the host goes, "Can I ask you something?" She's like, "Certainly." Who gives a fuck? And then it turns into Freddy. I'm like, yes,
was
that's
great.
what made Freddy great.
So great. Yeah, Freddy was awesome. First, I guess I was, I said it before in the series and I say it now. Freddy had like the best fucking scenes. I love his death scenes. I think this is 100% tops. It is the best Freddy kill ever. Probably my favorite kill ever in a horror film.
Yeah.
But it was absolutely fantastic.
Silly thing to ask you, but how many of what did they have to kill?
Don't say that because I love animals and I have 3 animal shelters. I bought it already red with black in it, so I didn't know what it was.
Probably from an artificial bird. Did you ever go to any kind of acting school?
Not in the beginning. I started on a talk show, you know.
But when a young actress says, how do you succeed in this business, you don't always say you have to study.
I think you should study. Study, work, and then maybe you can make it.
Can I ask you something?
Certainly.
Who gives a fuck what you think? This is it, Jennifer. Your big break in TV. Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Okay.
So that's our list.
Okay, you
So,
win.
13.
You win. That was good.
That was good. It was a good one.
That was good.
Yeah. So thank you all for watching. We definitely appreciate that. And stay tuned. We got some great stuff coming up. And hopefully, if you haven't yet, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. Especially if you don't agree with our list. If you think there's something else that we missed down there, make sure we put it out in there. Okay. All right. Well, Crash, thanks for being here. All right. And happy Halloween.
Thank you.